How do you style a cardigan sweater? It's a super valid question. They're one of my favorite pieces. I've actually been seeing guys kind of gravitating towards them a lot more, which I love. For me, they're a perfect piece for any time the weather starts to get a little bit cool, all the way down to when it is very, very cold. Today, I'm going to show you how to use one from your most casual outfits to something that's a little bit more dressy, as well as during the times when it's a little bit warmer, as well as when it is very cold. So stick around. Oh, but first, it's been a while since we've done a little fashion history. You know how much I like that. So let's talk about it for a sec. Did you know that the cardigan sweater, much like a lot of fashion pieces, started in war on the battlefield? They're actually named after James Brudenell. He was the 7th Earl of Cardigan, which is such a cool name, by the way. He was a British Army officer in the Crimean War in the 1850s. He had his soldiers wear knitted waistcoats under their uniforms that buttoned in the front, a la the cardigan. And then after the war, due to the practicality and the comfort, it spread into civilian life as well. By the early 1900s, they were becoming a staple for men and women, especially in like casual and leisure wear. Then by the mid 20th century, we had the iconic Letterman cardigans that you've all seen on college campuses. Then came the chunky Then came the more chunky shawl collar cardigans of the 50s and 60s. We had the slim, preppy versions in the 80s, and then the chunky, oversized ones in the 90s. They're a crazy versatile piece, as I'm going to show you here today in just a little bit, and not to mention they're also part of one of my favorite jokes in the history of film.
Pull over! No, it's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing!
So now that you know the history, let's jump in to how to style these things. A thing I want you to keep in mind with these outfits today that I'm showing you is think about them in terms of categories. I don't want you to be too caught up on the exact color that I'm wearing, on the exact piece that I'm wearing. I will try to explain to you what I mean as we're doing this, but it's important to just think about it with what you have so you don't feel like you need to be going and buying a whole new wardrobe. For the first one, we're going to start out with this high neck tank from Kohl's. Fall is coming, and that's great. We're getting little glimpses of it, but like it's still going to be 91 degrees here today. So I want to show you how you can be using your cardigan as things start to cool down, but before it's like actually very cold. So next we've got these slightly off-white shorts from Billy Reed. Nice little texture on there. I'm going to lean a bit more earth tone, so I'm doing a brown belt. Been really loving my Birkenstock Bostons. Say what you will about them. Some people love them, some people don't. I'm one of the lovers. Couple simple little accessories in the beaded bracelet and the Timex Q. We'll do these brown shades from Rain. Finally, for my cardigan, this navy crochet one from Sunspell, but do you see how like breathable that is? And here's our final outfit. Whew, feeling good. Now remember, I want you to think about these in terms of categories, not specific pieces. So we have the Birkenstocks are a casual shoe. The shorts are chino shorts or some type of slightly nicer pair of shorts. Tank top is just a casual shirt. You could easily do a t-shirt instead with accessories and a cardigan. Combine these categories together and you're gonna probably create a pretty nice outfit. So now we are going to start leaning a little bit more towards when the weather starts cooling down. We'll start with this Levi's pearl snap button shirt. I think I'm going to leave on this tank from the previous outfit. And again, for this shirt, it's just a casual button up. You don't need to use a denim shirt. Using any casual button up is going to create a very similar vibe that this outfit creates. As you guys may already know, I'm a big fan of denim on denim, so let's do these jeans from Kohl's. If you're not a denim on denim person, these are just casual pants. Go with chinos, go with cargos. Wear what makes you feel good. Once again, sticking pretty earth tones, so we'll do the brown belt. To lean into the fall outdoorsy vibes we've got going, I'm gonna do these brown boots from Taft. Do the brown Timex Todd Snyder watch. And just for fun, the disco skull from my Conquering collection. And because my outfit is so solid colored right now, I'm gonna add in this pattern with the cardigan from Billy Reed. And here's the finished product. Again, feeling great. The layers are giving heavy fall vibes. I love the monochromatic base layer, contrasting with the pattern on the outside. But again, use the categories. Casual pants, boots, casual shirt. Mix and match with what you have to create a really nice casual cardigan outfit. Tell you what, friend, a good outfit just isn't as good if you're not also taking care of your skin, am I right? And you know what I say? If I can take care of my skin, but also look like Iron Man fighting fine lines and wrinkles, sign me up. This is the Omnilux Men's Red Light Therapy Mask. Here's the deal. Oftentimes, us guys don't really think about skincare until it's too late. This Omnilux mask makes things ridiculously easy. You literally just put this thing on your face for 10 minutes while you scroll your phone, you watch a show, maybe you contemplate why your dad never taught you about moisturizer. It uses clinically proven near-infrared light. Let me break down what that actually means. First of all, it's gonna help reduce those fine lines and wrinkles. It also boosts collagen, so your skin's gonna look a lot healthier. And for me, it actually makes me look like I sleep more than 4 to 5 hours a night. Love that. If you want your skin to age like fine wine instead of, I don't know, beef jerky, this is the move. The Omnilux Red Light Mask. Science for your face in a form that makes you look like a supervillain. You can scan the code right here, or there's a link down below. Check it out. I think your future self would thank you. You guys know me, sometimes I like to get a little dressy. So let's start out with this white dress shirt from Indochino. We'll do some dress pants with this gray pair. They're vintage. I've shown this before, but a move that I really enjoy is to basically get dressed as though I were going to be wearing a suit. I mean, with a tie and everything. Let's do this floral one. Even wear the dress shoes that I would wear with a suit. These are from Velasca. Dressier watch with the Timex Marlin and the hexagon onyx from my Conquering collection. And then instead of my suit jacket, you guessed it, I'm gonna do this cozy shawl collar cardigan. Ooh, now we have a fresh new way to get a little dressed up without necessarily having to feel as stuffy as you might in a full suit. If you need to be formal for something, but you do not like wearing a suit, consider this, especially if I did a cardigan in like a black or something to match the pants. I think it works nice. Remember, your cardigan also doesn't always have to be your outermost layer. Let's start with this white tee from Madewell. Then let's do these dark wash jeans from Buck Mason. Personally, I always find that the layers are a little bit cleaner if I tuck in my base layer, which in this case is the t-shirt, but it's totally your personal preference. Let's do the beach ring and this casual watch from Veyer, mixing metals. I don't care about that. Let's lean into some slightly more preppy vibes with these mock toe Oxfords from Clément. And let's go back to the navy blue crochet cardigan from that first outfit. I'm gonna go ahead and button it this time. And much like a suit jacket, I always leave my bottom button on a sweater undone, just for more comfort and movability. I can't think of a better word right now, my brain's fried. And then over all of this, I'm gonna layer my brown trench coat from Uniqlo. What the heck, let's add in a little cherry on top. And here we have a set of categories that do present, as I said, a little bit more preppy, which is very on trend right now. Also, I love the layers because once you get where you're going, easily take off the trench coat, feel stylish still in your jeans or your casual pants, your nicer shoes, and your cardigan sweater. Solid little combo. For this one, I want to start out with this Prime Pizza graphic tee. Originally, I was going to do this outfit a little bit more streetwear inspired with like some cargos and sneakers, but I feel like that's kind of been done. I feel like streetwear is almost on its way out. I kind of want to welcome the 90s grunge into things a little bit more. With that being said, let's do these slightly distressed jeans. They're from the women's section from Zara like 5 years ago. Let me know down in the comments, am I totally off base? Is streetwear still alive and well, or are we kind of moving away from it a little bit? I'm curious. Definitely feel like I want to go slightly heavier on my jewelry. I don't know how well you're going to see it, but we've even got the wallet chain. On feet, feels appropriate to do the docks. Then for my cardigan, we've got this striped one from Cause. It's very furry and soft. I like it. And these glasses might not be a crowd favorite, but at this point, we're just having fun with it. And here's a nice little 90s grunge inspired outfit. I'm trying to get more young people to watch my videos, so this definitely feels like something I would see a younger person right now wearing. This is something I would have worn when I was younger, and it still feels pretty good today if I'm honest. So wear whatever you want, wear what makes you feel good. Use these categories, create something with what you have. Quick note on sizing. Even though in a lot of these outfits today, we've been using the cardigan as a piece of outerwear, unless you're going for an obviously oversized type look with it, you don't need to size up. Clothing companies will have made them with the understanding that you're going to be wearing them over things. So they're probably already going to make it just a little bit bigger. You should typically just want to buy the same size in the sweater as you do in your shirt. Also, if you didn't already know, you can have a sweater tailored. You can have it shortened, you can have the sleeve shortened, you can make it fit a lot better for an extra 20 or 30 bucks instead of just having it, hang all the way down to the middle of your thigh and making you look shorter, especially if you are a little bit shorter. Consider bringing it up a little bit, crop it. It'll look great. So there are 5 easy ways to style a cardigan, ranging from warm weather to cold weather, very dressy to very casual. If you've been looking for a sign as to whether or not you should get one, take this as that sign. You should. They're awesome. Also, just a friendly reminder, guys, my book is out and available. There's links in the description if you want to shop it for yourself. Very digestible, easy style tips. You can kind of go at your own speed. You can start at the beginning and work your way all the way through it and really build your own personal style. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what else you want to see. And as always, remember, stay curious, friend. Let's go make a thumbnail. I'm leaning back towards thumbnails, kind of just looking like they're a screen grab from my video. I just tend to always like those better. So I think I just want to be putting on this cardigan. See what that looks like. Maybe put some text right across the middle. I don't know. We'll see.